Welcome to the demonstration of the Microsoft Office 2016 interface. In this particular demonstration, we will be using Microsoft WordPad, which is not exactly an application that is included in the Office 2016 suite. However, it's one of the more simplified word processing applications. It is truly a rich text editor that allows you to create basic text files. However, it does not have the full capability of Microsoft Word. So we're going to use this application to familiarize you with the interface of Office 2016. So upon entering your application, you'll notice a few things. At the very top here, you will see the Quick Access toolbar. This toolbar actually gives you, guess what? Quick access to some of the more commonly used commands. So in this particular example, you will notice that there's a save button, undo, and redo. If at any time you want to customize this button or you use commands more frequently than what we have by default, you are welcome to click this arrow here and you can add those commands to the quick access toolbar. Alternatively, if you'd like to remove buttons from the quick access toolbar, you simply click on an item that is checked. Next, you will see it says Document-WordPad. This is our title bar. And the title bar of the document lets us know, number one, what type of file we're working with, and in this case it's a document, followed by the application that we've used. So by default, our files in WordPad are called documents, and you can see that listed here in the title bar. Once we save this file, however, you will notice that this name document will change to the actual name that we've given the document. Moving right along, we have on the right-hand side our minimize, maximize, and close buttons. So our minimize button will simply take this window. We're in the Windows operating system. It will take this window and it will move it down into our task bar. So you should be familiar with that task bar from our previous lessons, but it will move this down to the task bar. So whenever you want to switch between one application and another, you do not need to close the application. If you do plan on returning, you can simply minimize and then you can restore it from the taskbar. This maximize button actually will take this window and blow it up full screen. So it's the only thing that you see in the application window. This button toggles between maximize and restore. So when I maximize this full screen, you'll notice it is the full screen, and then the button which you are unable to see is a restore button, giving you the impression that you can view multiple windows. Last but not least, you will see this close button. So this is how we exit out of the application. We won't do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and return to maximize. The next area that you will consistently see in Office 2016 applications is going to be the ribbon. The ribbon consists of a series of tabs. So in this case, we have File, Home, and View. Those tabs will differ depending on the application that we're using. So you will see a totally separate collection of tabs in Word than you would in, say, perhaps PowerPoint. Some may be very similar, but there will be some that are unique to the application that you're using. Given that this is a very simple application with not a lot of functionality, we have a total of 3 tabs. So our ribbon includes tabs, and on each tab we have a series of commands, okay, in the form of buttons. If you're ever curious about what a button does, simply move your pointer onto the button and wait. You don't have to click. You will see the tooltip that shares with you what that button is and what it does. So this is a great way to learn the commands that are available to you in each application. So we have a ribbon where our commands are separated by tab and also by group. So you can see this is a clipboard group, a font group, paragraph, insert, and editing. So they're categorized within the tab as well. So that ribbon is a very popular place when you're working with applications. What you may also see in your document is this ruler. This allows you to view the margins of your page. So you can see this is dim, coming from about an inch or so on each side of the page. That lets you know that you cannot type content to the left of this or to the right of this. So preserving margins. If for some reason you are unable to see that ruler, you can click on the View tab and there is a ruler checkbox that you can view. So I'll go back to Home. One of the other areas, and I'm going to restore this so that you can see it a little better. One of the other areas that you'll see is a taskbar. So I'm going to begin to click and insert content into the document. You will see this taskbar. Now in WordPad, it's not as sophisticated as some of the other applications, but this taskbar will give you notifications to say perhaps you are entering information. It will let you know that you are currently in edit mode. If there are spelling errors in some applications, it will show you that. In other applications, there's embedded tools so that you can calculate and count values. But one of the areas that you will consistently see is this zoom slider. So currently we're viewing the document at 100%. I can click the plus to zoom out. This is not changing the font. This is not changing the font of the document. It is just making it appear larger. I can alternatively click the minus, or I can use the slider to zoom in and out. So in essence, these are some of the more common items of the Office 2016 interface. There will be others as we peruse each application individually, but I wanted you to be aware of some of the basic items in the interface. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.